Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shirupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Svaidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sagana Lalita Shivishkam Vitam Sya Om Ajnana Timarandasya Yanajana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurava Bhistam Supurakam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govindabhidam Ujwalam Bharatanam Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Shah Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bijapranam Devam Divyatanam Suchanda Bananam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyambudim Sri Siddhantanidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubharam Madhika Sharanam Nyashishwara Shidaram Vanshakopatarubyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and this is Madhya-lila, chapter 24, the explanations of the Atmarama verse, and we're on text number 154. Antaryami upasaka Atmarama Atmarama koi say Atmarama yogir dui beda hoy. The yogis who worship the supersoul within him, the yogi who worships the supersoul within himself is also called Atmarama. There are two types of Atmarama yogis. Sagarba nigarba ahoy dui bed ek teen bede chai bi bed. The two types of Atmarama yogis are called Sagarba and Nigarba. Each of these is divided into three. Therefore, there are 6 types of worshippers of the Supersoul. The word Sagarba Yogi, refers to a yogi who worships the Supersoul in the Vishnu form. The Nigarba Yogi worships the Supersoul without form. The Sagarba and Nigarba yogis are further categorized. Sagarba Yoga Rurukshu, Nigarba Yoga Rurukshu, Sagarba Yoga Ruda, Nigarba Yoga Ruda, Sagarba Prapta Siddhi, and Nigarba Prapta Siddhi. Kechit Svadehantar Hridaya Vakashe Pradesha matram purusham vasantam chaturbhujam kanja ratanga shanga gadadarum dharanaya smaranti kechit swadehantar hridaya vakashe kechit swadehanta hridaya vakashe Pradesha matram purusham vasantam chaturbhujam kanja vratanga shanga gadadaram dharanaya smaranti. Some yogis think of the Lord within their hearts as measuring about 6 inches. The Lord has 4 hands, in which he holds a conch shell, club, disc, and lotus flower. Those who worship this form of Vishnu within the heart are called Sagarba yogis. Evam haro bhagavati pratilabha bhavo. Evam haro bhagavati pratilabha bhavo. Bhaktya dravad dridaya utpulakha pramodat utkanja bashpa kelayam hor andramanas Tatschapi chittam barisham shanakar viyungte. Evam haro bhagavati pratilabdha bhavo bhaktya dravad dridaya utpulakha pramodad Utkanja Bhashpa Kalayam Hur Arjamanas Tatschapi Chitta Marisham Shanakarviyunkte. When one is in ecstatic love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one's heart is melted by Bhakti Yoga and one feels transcendental bliss. There are bodily symptoms manifest, and due to eagerness there are tears in the eyes. Thus one is subjected to spiritual bliss. When the heart is overly afflicted, the meditative mind, like a fishing hook, is gradually separated from the object of meditation. Yoga Rurukshu Yoga Ruda Prapta Siddhyar 18 Bedi Hoy Chaya Prakar. By these three divisions of advancement in yoga, Yoga Rurukshu, Yoga Ruda, and Prapta Siddhi, there are 6 kinds of mystic yogis. Aru Rukshur Muna Yogam Karma Karanam Uchate Yoga Rudasya Tasyaiva Shama Karanam Uchate. For those saintly persons who wish to rise to the platform of yogic perfection, the means consist of practicing the yoga system by strictly following its regulative principles and practicing the yoga postures, asanas, and breathing exercises. And for those who are already elevated to this platform, the means consist of maintaining mental equilibrium, shama, by rejecting all material activity and practicing meditation to keep the mind on the Supreme Lord. Yada inendriyarteshu na karmas vanushajjate sarvashankalpa sannyasi yogarudas tadochate. When a person is no longer interested in acting for sense gratification and when he renounces all material desires, he is said to be situated in perfect yoga, yogaruda. Icha yogi sadhu sangadi hetupaya Krishna bhaje Krishna gune akrishtahaya. When a purified yogi associates with devotees, he engages in Lord Krishna's devotional service, being attracted by the Lord's transcendental qualities. Chashabdi apir arta ihano kahai muni nirgranta shabder purvavat artahoy. The meaning of the word cha napi can be applied here. The meanings of the words muni and nirgranta are the same as before. Urukrame haituki kahan konarta etera arta kohilun parama samarta. The word haituki is always applicable to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arukrama. In this way I have described 13 complete meanings of the Atmarama verse. The 13 meanings of the Atmarama verse mentioned here are based on the following meanings for the word Atmarama. Sadhaka, the neophyte performer. Brahmamoy, one absorbed in the thought of impersonal Brahman. Prapta Brahmaloy, one who has actually attained Brahman perfection. Mumukshu, one who desires liberation. Jivan Mukta, one who is liberated in this life. Prapta Svarupa, one who has attained his original constitutional position. Nirgranta Muni, a completely liberated saint. And Sagarbha Yoga Rurukshu, a yogi meditating upon the four-handed Vishnu form and desiring yogic perfection. Nirgarbha Yoga Rurukshu, one who is trying for perfection in impersonal meditation. Sagarbha Yoga Ruda, one who has been elevated to the platform of yogic perfection by meditating on the Vishnu form. Nigarbha Yoga Ruda, an impersonal yogi on the platform of perfection. Sagarbha Prapta Siddhi, one who has attained the perfectional stage by meditating on the Vishnu form. Nigarbha Prapta Siddhi, one who has attained perfection by practicing impersonal meditation. Esab Shanta Chabi Bache Bhagavan Shanta Bhakta Kore Tabe Kohitaranam. The 13 types of yogis and munis are called Shanta Bhaktas, for they render transcendental loving service to the Lord in the neutral stage. Atma Shabde Manakaha Mane Je Rame Sadhu Sange Seho Bhaje Sri Krishna Charane. So Shanta Bhaktas don't have an active relationship with the Lord, but they're engaged in meditating on the Super Soul, etc. Atma Shabde Manakaha Mane Je Rame Sadhu Sange Seho Bhaje Sri Krishna Charane. The word Atma sometimes means the mind. In this case, the word Atmarama means a person who is satisfied by mental speculation. When such a person associates with a pure devotee, he takes to devotional service at the lotus feet of Krishna. So here you can see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is beginning to explain to Sanatan Goswami the Atmarama verse, and he explains it in 61 different ways. And the point of it is he's showing by his interpretation or by his presentation of the Atmarama verse how everyone will be attracted ultimately by Krishna's transcendental and divine qualities. So Mahaprabhu is explaining it from all points of view: an impersonal practitioner, a personal practitioner, somebody who's not even following spiritual life, an animal, a hunter. He'll explain how everyone's attracted ultimately to Krishna. So someone could say, but here it's mentioning somebody meditating on the personal aspect of the Lord. And yes, because that's also Mahaprabhu showing it doesn't matter, everyone will ultimately be attracted by Krishna's beautiful qualities. Udaramu bhasateya rishi vartmasu korpadrishya parisara paratim hridayam arunayodaharam tata udangat anantatava dhamma shira paramam punar ihaya sametya na patanti kritandamuke. Those who follow the path of great saintly mystic yogis take to the yogic gymnastic process and begin worshiping from the abdomen, where it is said that Brahman is located. Such people are called Shaikaraksha, which means that they are situated in the gross bodily conception. There are also followers of the rishi known as Aruna. Following his path, they observe the activities of the arteries. Thus they gradually rise to the heart, where subtle Brahman, Paramatma, is situated. They then worship him. O unlimited Ananta, better than these persons are the mystic yogis who worship you from the top of their heads, beginning with the abdomen and proceeding through the heart. They reach the top of the head and pass through the Brahma Randra, the hole at the top of the skull. Thus these yogis attain the perfectional platform and do not enter the cycle of birth and death again. So all these different transcendentalists, they will come to the platform of perfection, even though they are not personalists, but they will associate with devotees. In their course of meditation or the practices that they're following, they can come to the platform of devotional service by the association of a devotee. But ultimately, the word yoga refers to a divine connection. So the connection ultimately is with Krishna, because whether it's the impersonal Brahman, or whether it's Paramatma, or whether it's Bhagavan, ultimately everything, all kinds of spiritual practices are related with Krishna. He's the source of everything. Eo Krishna Guna Krishna Mahamuni Haya Ahaituki Bhakti Kore Nigranta Haya Being attracted by the transcendental qualities of Krishna, such yogis become great saints. At that time, not being hampered by the yogic process, they engage in unalloyed devotional service. Atma Shabde Jatna Kohe Jatna Koriya Munayo Pi Krishna Bhaje Guna Krishna Hoya. Atma also means endeavor. Being attracted by Krishna's transcendental qualities, some saints make a great endeavor to come to the point of rendering service to him. Tasyaiva heto prayateta kovido nalabhyate yad ramatamu pariyada talabhyate dukkha vad anyata sukam kalena sarvatra gabhira ramasa. The transcendental position cannot be attained by wandering up and down from Brahmaloka and Satyaloka to Patalaloka. If one is actually intelligent and learned, he should endeavor for that rare transcendental position. By the force of time, one attains whatever material happiness is available within the three worlds, just as one attains distress in due course of time. But since spiritual consciousness is not attained in this way, one should try for it. This is easy to understand. Everyone is trying to be happy, but sometimes without any special endeavor, one becomes unhappy. So many distresses may come in one's life. So, in this way, you're not looking for unhappiness, but sometimes it comes. The idea is that you don't have to look for happiness. It will also come according to one's destiny. But the thing that won't come automatically like that, which happiness and unhappiness will come of their own accord. But your spiritual advancement, that will take some endeavor. That will not just come automatically. You're advised to try for that. This verse was spoken by Narad Muni in Srimad Bhagavatam. Narad Muni was speaking to Vyasadeva, who was morose even after he had compiled all the Vedic literatures. In this connection, Narad Muni advised Srila Vyasadeva to try to attain devotional service and nothing else. Saddharma Shava Bodhaya Yesham Nirbandini Mati Achiradeva Samvarta Siddhyati Esham Abhipsita. I already have a glass of water.
If you run out.
Okay.
Yeah, just a thought if you ran out.
Okay, thank you. Saddharma Shava Bodhaya Yesham Nirbandini Mati Achiradeva Sarvarta Siddhyati Yesham Abhipsita. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness and who have thus unflinching, undeviating intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness and who thus have unflinching, undeviated intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. Chashabda api arte api avadharane yatna graha vina bhakti nanjanmaya preme. The word cha can be used in place of api, which gives emphasis to something. Thus it means that without sincere endeavor in devotional service, one cannot attain love of Godhead. Sadanogar anasangar labhya suchiradapi harina chashvad vadeyeti dvina sa shat sadurlabha. Devotional perfection is very difficult to attain for two reasons. First, unless one is attached to Krishna, one cannot attain devotional perfection even if one renders devotional service for a long time. Second, Krishna does not easily deliver perfection in devotional service. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Muktim Dadati Karichit, Srila Sukadeva Goswami told Maharaj Parikshit that Krishna readily grants liberation, but does not very readily grant perfection in devotional service. This means that Krishna wants to see that a devotee is actually sincere and serious, and that he does not have ulterior motives. If this is the case, devotional service can very easily be successful. Otherwise, it is very difficult to obtain from the Lord. This verse appears in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Krishna does not easily award devotional service because by devotional service, he is controlled by his devotee. So he doesn't give himself so easily. Tesham satarta yuktanam bhajatam pratipurvakam didhami buddhiyogam tam yenamam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they come to me. Atma shabde dridi kohe darye jayrame daryavanta evahana koraya bhajane. Another meaning of Atma is driti, or endurance. A person who endeavors with endurance is Atmarama. With Atmarama, with endurance, such a person engages in devotional service. Another meaning of Atma is driti, or endurance. A person who endeavors with endurance is Atmarama. With endurance, such a person engages in devotional service. Munishabde paki bringa nigranti murkajan Krishna kripai sadhu kripaya dohara bhajan Munishabde paki bringa nigrante murkajan Krishna kripai sadhu kripai dohara bhajan. The word muni also means bird and bumblebee. The word nigranta refers to foolish people. By the mercy of Krishna, such creatures contact a sadhu. By the mercy of Krishna, such creatures contact a sadhu, spiritual master, and thus engage in devotional service. Prayobatamba munaya vihaga vanesmin krishnekshitam tad uditam kalavenugitam aruya jay druma bunjan ruchirap pravalan shrinvanti milita drisho vigatanya vacha. My dear mother, in this forest, all the birds, after rising on the beautiful branches of the trees, are closing their eyes and not being attracted by any other sound, are simply listening to the vibrations of Krishna's flute. Such birds must be on the same level as great saints. Such birds must be on the same level as great saints. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. This statement was made by the gopis who were lamenting in separation from Krishna and thus studying how the inhabitants of Vrindavan were enjoying life like saintly persons. So I'll repeat that. My dear mother, in this forest all the birds, after rising on the beautiful branches of the tree, are closing their eyes and not being attracted by any other sound, or simply listening to the vibration of Krishna's flute. Such birds must be on the same level as great saints. So the glorification of even the animals in Vrindavan, they're showing attraction for Krishna. Ete linas tavayasho kilaloka tirtam giyanta adi purushanu patam bhajante. Priyo ami muni gana bhavadiya mukya Garambane pina jahati anugatamat daivam ete linastava yasho kila lokatirtam gayandari purushanupatam bhajante prayo ami muni gana bhavadiya mukya gudam vane pina jahati Anugatma Daivam. O good fortune personified, O original personality of Godhead, all these bees are chanting about your transcendental fame, which will purify the entire universe. Indeed, they are following your path in the forest and are worshiping you. Actually, they are all saintly persons, but now they have taken the form of bees. Although you are playing like a human being, they could not forget that you are their worshipable deity. Krishna and Balaram were on the verge of boyhood and were manifesting Krishna and Balaram were on the verge of boyhood and were entering the forest of Vrindavan, where Kamsa began to offer prayers to please Balaram. This is when Krishna began to offer prayers. He's glorifying his brother as they enter into the forest. Sarasi sahasra hamsa vihangas charugita rita chedasa etya harim upasata te jatachita handamilita drisho Dhritamona. All the cranes and swans in the water are being enchanted by the melodious sound of Krishna's flute. They have approached and are worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead with full attention. Alas, they are closing their eyes and are becoming completely silent. In the day, Krishna went to the forest of Vrindavan, and at that time, the gopis, being morose due to separation from Krishna, were lamenting in this way. Kirita hunandra pulinda pukasha abhira shumba javana kasadaya yenyeja papa yad upashashraya shujanti tasmai Prabha Vaishnave Nama Kirata Hunandra Pulinda Pukasha Abhira Shumba Javana Kashadaya Yenyeja Papa Yad Upashrayang Yenyeja Papa Yad Upashraya Shujanti Tasmai Prabha Vishnave Nama. Kirata, Hunas, Andras, Pulindas, Pukashas, Abhiras, Shumbas, Yavanas, and members of the Kasha races, and even others who are addicted to sinful acts, can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord, due to Him being the supreme power. I bow to offer my respectful obeisances unto Him. This verse was spoken by Sukadeva Goswami when Parikshit Maharaj asked him for a description of the creation. While offering obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sukadeva Goswami described the unlimited potencies of Lord Vishnu, who can purify the low-born creatures and Brahmins. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. This verse was spoken by Sukadeva Goswami when Parikshit Maharaj asked him for a description of the creation. While offering obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sukadeva Goswami described the unlimited potency of Lord Vishnu, who can purify the low-born creatures mentioned herein. Kimva driti shabde nija purnatade jnana koi dukkha bhave uttama prapte mahapurna hoy. The word driti is also used when one is fully perfect in knowledge. When, due to having obtained the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one has no material miseries. One attains Mahapurna, the highest level of perfection. Driti Shat Purnata Jnana Dukkha Bhavotamoptibi Apraptitita Nashtarta Nabisham Shochanadikrit Dritishad Purnata Jnana Dukkha Bhavotamaptibi Apraptatita Nashtarta Nabisham Shochanadikrit. Driti is the fullness felt due to the absence of misery and the attainment and knowledge of the Supreme Lord and pure love for Him. The lamentation that accrues from not obtaining a goal or from losing something already attained does not affect in this completeness. Driti is the fullness felt due to the absence of misery and the attainment of knowledge of the Supreme Lord and pure love for Him. That the lamentation that accrues from not obtaining a goal or from losing something already attained does not affect this completeness. Krishna Bhakta Dukkahin Banshantarahin Krishna Prema Seva Purnananda Praveen. A devotee of Krishna is never in a miserable condition, nor does he have any desire other than to serve Krishna. He is experienced and advanced. He feels the transcendental bliss of love of Krishna and always engages in his service in full perfection. Matsevaya pratitam te salokyadi chatushtayam nechanti sevaya purna kutonyat kala viplutam. My devotees, having fulfilled their desires by serving me, do not accept the four kinds of salvation that are easily earned by such service. Why then should they accept any pleasures that are lost in the course of time? Rishikeshi Rishikani Yasha Starya Gatani Hi Saeva Daryam Apnoti Samsare Jiva Chonshale. In this material world, all living entities are distributed due to their flickering position. A demon, however, pardon me, jeez, I keep on saying the wrong word. Tired. In this material world, all living entities are disturbed due to their flickering position. A devotee, however, is fixed in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord, the master of the senses. Such a person is to be considered situated in endurance and patience. Cha avadarane iha api samuchaye dhritimanta hoya bhaje paki murkachaye. The word cha is for emphasis, and the word api is used to indicate an aggregate. Thus it is to be understood that even dull creatures, birds, and illiterates can also be situated in endurance and engage in Krishna's devotional service. Atma Shabde Buddhi Kohe Buddhi Vishesha Samanya Buddhi Jukta Jata Jiva Avasesha. The word Atma is also used for a particular type of intelligence. Since all living entities generally have some intelligence, more or less, they are included. Budye Rame Atmaram, Budye Rame Atmarama Duita Prakar, Pandita Munigan Nirgranta Murka Ar. Everyone has some kind of intelligence, and one who utilizes his intelligence is called an Atmarama. There are two types of Atmaramas. One is a learned scholar and philosopher, and the other is an uneducated, illiterate, foolish person. Krishna Kripai Sadhu Sange Rati Buddhi Pai Sabachadi Shuddha Bhakti Kore Krishna Pai. By the mercy of Krishna and by the association of devotees, one increases his attraction to and intelligence for pure devotional service. Therefore, one gives up everything and engages himself at the lotus feet of Krishna and his pure devotees. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajanti mam buddhabhava samanvita. I, Krishna, am the original source of everything. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my service with love and devotion.
So when it said a foolish person, it kind of like was meaning like ignorance is bliss kind of thing, that they're like too dumb?
No, the point is everybody, Atmarama also refers to intelligence, and it's saying that everyone has some amount of intelligence, whether they're a great philosopher or a foolish person. Right. Thus, everyone has some qualification to be attracted by Krishna, because everyone has a certain degree of intelligence. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate ti matva bhajanti mam buddhabhava samamvita. I, Krishna, am the original source of everything. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my service with love and devotion. Devai vidanti ati taranti cha devamayam stri shudra huna sabara api papa jiva yadi adbhuta krama parayana shila shikshas Tiryagjanapi kim u shruta dharanaye. Women, fourth-class men, uncivilized hill tribes, hunters, and many others born of low families, as well as birds and bees, can engage in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who acts very wonderfully, and follow the path of the devotees and take lessons from them. Although the ocean of nescience is vast, they can still cross over it. What then is the difficulty for those who are advanced in Vedic knowledge? So here, women, fourth-class men, uncivilized hill tribes, hunters, and many others born of low families, as well as birds and beasts, can engage in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who acts very wonderfully, and follow the path of the devotees and take lessons from them. Although the ocean of nescience is vast, they can still cross over it. What then is the difficulty for those who are advanced in Vedic knowledge? This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Brahma said that when speaking to his disciple Narada about the wonderful characteristics of Lord Vishnu, this is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Brahma said this when speaking to his disciple Narada about the wonderful characteristics of Lord Vishnu. Simply by chanting the glories of Lord Vishnu, one can cross the ocean of nescience, even though one may be low-born. Vichar Koraya Jabe Bhaje Krishna Pai Se Buddhi Dina Tare Jate Krishna Pai. Considering all these points, when one engages in the service of Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna gives one the intelligence by which he can gradually progress towards perfection in service to the Lord. Tesham Sarita Yuktanam Bhajatam Pritipurvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mam Upayanti Te. In those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Satsanga Krishna Seva Bhagavatanam Brajebas A Pancha Sadhava Pradhan Satsanga Krishna Seva Bhagavatnam Brajebas A Pancha Sadhana Pradhan. To be elevated to the platform of devotional service, the following 5 items should be observed: association with devotees, engagement in the service of Lord Krishna, the reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, the chanting of the holy places, and residence, the chanting of the holy names and residence at Vrindavan or Mathura. Okay. To be elevated to the platform of devotional service, the following 5 items should be observed: association with devotees, engagement in the service of Lord Krishna, the reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, the chanting of the holy names, and residence at Vrindavan or Mathura. E panchamadye ek svalpa jadi hoy, subudhi janer hoy, Krishna premodoy. One's dormant love for Krishna gradually awakens if one is a little advanced in one of these 5 items and is intelligent. Duru had bhuta viryesmin shraddha durestu panchake jatra svalpa pi sambandha sadiyam baba janmane. The power of these 5 principles is very beneficial and difficult to the power of these 5 principles is very wonderful and difficult to understand. Even without faith in them, a person who is offenseless can awaken his dormant love of Krishna simply by being a little connected with them. Udara Mahati Jara Sarvotama Buddhi Nanab Kame Bhaje Tabu Pai Bhakti Siddhi. If a person is actually liberal and intelligent, he can advance and become perfect in devotional service, even if he has material desires and serves the Lord with some motive. If a person is actually liberal and intelligent, he can advance and become perfect in devotional service, even if he has material desires and serves the Lord with some motive. Even someone who's materially connected, if he follows the principle of devotional service, he'll be cleansed of that imperfection and he'll receive the mercy of the association of the devotees and the Lord himself. Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Whether one desires everything or nothing, whether one desires everything or nothing, or whether one desires to merge into the existence of the Lord, one is intelligent only if one worships Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by rendering transcendental loving service. Bhakti prabhava se kama chanaya Krishna pade bhakti karai gune akarshiya. Devotional service is so strong that when one engages in it, he gradually gives up all material desires and becomes fully attracted to the lotus feet of Krishna. All this is brought about by attraction for the transcendental qualities of the Lord. So devotional service is so strong that when one engages in it, one gradually gives up all material desires and becomes fully attracted to the lotus feet of Krishna. All this is brought about by attraction for the transcendental qualities of the Lord. So one comes to Krishna with different material desires, but by association with the devotees, one will gradually become detached even from those material desires, and one will enter into the plane of pure devotion. Satyam dishati artitam artitoninam naivarta doyat punar artitayata swayam vidate bhajatam anichyatam icha pidanam nijapanapallavam. Whenever Krishna is requested to fulfill one's desires, he undoubtedly does so, but he does not award anything which, after being enjoyed, will cause one to petition him again and again to fulfill further desires. When one has other desires but engages in the Lord's service, Krishna forcibly gives one shelter at his lotus feet, where one will forget all other desires. So, this is nice. Whenever Krishna is requested to fulfill one's desire, he undoubtedly does so, but he does not award anything which, after being enjoyed, will cause one to petition him again and again to fulfill further desires. When one has other desires but engages in the Lord's service, Krishna forcibly gives one shelter at his lotus feet, where one will forget all other desires.
Wow.
And
That's sweet of him.
yeah, that happened with Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj had the desire to gain a kingdom equal to his brothers, because his mother Suniti was not the favorite of the king, and Dhruva Maharaj one time tried to crawl up onto the lap of the king, but one of Dhruva's stepmothers, she said, "You don't have a right to be on the lap of the king, because you're not from my womb. You're not one of the. I'm the queen. I'm the queen who's the king's favorite, and you're not from my womb, so you have no right to be on his lap." Dhruva was from Kshatriya, although he's a small boy, maybe 5 years old, but he had Kshatriya blood, so he could not tolerate that slight. And he asked his mother, "What can I do about this?" His mother said, "Well, I don't have any control over this situation," because what she said is true. I'm not the favorite queen of the king, so I can't help you. And then Dhruva said, "Well, then who can help me?" And she said, "Well, the sages in the forest are looking for the Lord. They can help you, and the Lord can help you." So Dhruva went to the forest, and there he met his spiritual master, Narad Muni. But Narad Muni tested him. When Dhruva said he was trying to come to the lotus feet of the Lord, Narad Muni said, "Well, you're pretty young, you're a small boy. Why don't you go home? When you get older, come here, then I'll help you." And Dhruva said, "No, either you help me or you won't, but I'm not going to go home." So then Narad Muni saw Dhruva's determination, and he helped him. And then Dhruva began meditating, but when he's meditating one time, he had his eyes half closed. And he could see the Lord in his meditation, but suddenly the Lord disappeared from his meditation. And at that time it broke Dhruva's meditation, and he opened his eyes. And there in front of him was the Lord. And the Lord says, "I heard you're looking for me. Is there something you want?" And Dhruva was ashamed. He's a small boy, but he said, "Before I was looking for piece of broken glass, but now I found you, who are the most valuable jewel. I don't want anything." But the Lord satisfied his desire, but Dhruva became immersed in pure devotion. He became a great devotee. So, yeah, the Lord will satisfy one's material desire, but at the same time, forcibly give one a situation at his lotus feet. The Lord, Krishna forcibly gives one shelter at his lotus feet, where one will forget all other desires. Atma Shabde Swabhava Kohe Tate Jai Rame Atmarama Jiva Jata Stavara Jangame. Another meaning of the word Atma is one's characteristic nature. Whoever enjoys his particular type of nature is called Atmarama. Therefore, all living entities, be they moving or non-moving, are called Atmarama. One enjoys one's particular type of nature. Of course, some people's nature is very terrible, but they're enjoying their particular type of nature, so they're Atmaramas. Yeah. Let's see, the beginning of that is. Another meaning of the word Atma is one's characteristic nature. Whoever enjoys his particular type of nature is called Atmarama. Therefore, all living entities, be they moving or non-moving, are also called Atmarama. We always heard one's particular nature. One time, there was a big flood, and big flood, and a camel wanted to cross a river, but on the shore was a scorpion. So the scorpion said, "Help me across the river to go to the other side." And the camel said, "What are you, crazy? You're a scorpion. You can bite me. You can kill me." The scorpion said, "But that doesn't make any sense. I don't want to drown, so if I bite you, why would I do that? We're both trying to get to shelter, to get to safety." So the camel thought about it, and he said, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." So he let the scorpion crawl up onto his back, and he's crossing the river. And in the middle of the river, the scorpion, bing, bites him. And the camel's rolling in the water. And he said, "Oh, why did you bite me?" And the scorpion said, "I had to, it's my nature." That's the nature of a scorpion, to bite somebody. Even though it was going to result in his death, still he had to do that. Another meaning of the word Atma is one's characteristic nature. Whoever enjoys this particular type of nature is called Atmarama. Therefore, all living entities, be they moving or non-moving, are also called Atmaramas. Jivara Swabhava Krishna Dashabhiman Dehe Atma Jnani Achadita Se Gyan. The original nature of every living entity is to consider himself the eternal servant of Krishna. But under the influence of Maya, one thinks oneself to be the body, and thus his original consciousness is covered. Shabde Vapi Shabda Samuchaye Atmarameva Haya Sri Krishna Bhajaye. In that case, by the word Cha, the word Eva is meant. The word Api can be taken in the sense of aggregation. Thus, the verse would read Atma Eva, that is, even all kinds of living entities worship Krishna. It is here mentioned that every living entity is Atmarama. Temporarily covered by the influence of Maya, the living entity serves his senses, which are presented as Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mara, Matsarya, lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and envy. In the material condition, all living entities are engaged in sense gratification. But when they associate with devotees who follow the regulative principles, they become purified and awakened to their original consciousness. They then attempt to satisfy the senses of Lord Krishna and engage in his devotional service. Ejiva sanakari saham munigan nirgranta murka nitya stabara pashugan. Living entities include great personalities like the four Kumaras, and also low-class, foolish people, trees, plants, birds, and beasts. Vyasa Sukha Sanakadir Prasida Bhajan Nirgranta Stabaradir Shuna Vivaran. The devotional service of Vyasa, Sukha, and the four Kumaras has already been well celebrated. Now let me explain how immovable living entities like trees and plants engage in the Lord's devotional service. So tomorrow I'm going to continue. Now it's getting a little late. Stop here, sing Hari Haraya, and continue. You're okay to play the mridanga? Okay. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Maranaman Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raguna Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raguna Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jai Te Vignana Shabishta Puran Jai Gosai Charmui Tarada Kasava Pada Renu Mora Panchagra Kader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame Janame More Abhilash Jai Gosai Jabe Blanche Goilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjayaman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyash Hare Nam Sankirtana Kohe Narasamuna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharbika Giridhari Joki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Marga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunashi Jiva Gopal Bhada Dasha Raghunash Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Koladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki